Yo, who is that? That's Maria. That's Maria. Good morning from Oxnard, Oxnard, California. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I just got scolded for pronouncing biscotti right. I was I was told it's not biscotti, it's biscotti. And Maria is my hostess with the mostest. I woke up this morning thinking that I could sneak out of the house, and I showered up and I was all ready to get going and go down to Starbucks, and I walk into the kitchen, and there's Maria. I think there's a song. There's probably more than one song about a girl named Maria, isn't there? Huh?
Yeah.
Isn't there a
So,
song? Isn't there a song that goes, "How do you solve a problem like
yeah,
Maria?"
that's
Look at you!
oh, here, here's a little baggie to go with the granola bar.
Wow, that is fantastic. You really are the hostess with the mostest. She was in here making her coffee, and I said, "Good morning." I said, "Wow, you look more beautiful in the morning than you do in the evening." And and we started talking, and I told her I have to do. I said, "Well, I got to do my show." And she said, "Your show? What show?" And I said, "I do a show every day. I talk to people in the cupboard." And she said, "What? You talk to people in the cupboard?" I said, "Well, yeah, kind of." I said, "I do this thing on YouTube. You ever hear of YouTube before?" And 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 she had, boy, this looks really good.
That's the last one you got.
This is. Can I share it with you?
No, thank you. You can have the whole thing.
Look at this. It's got. What is this?
Almond and chocolate.
This is a thin. It's called the Thin Addictives. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that or not, but boy, it's really good. Mmm. Mmm. Boy, that's good. But so here we go again on the road. I was waking up this morning when I found myself. Are you going to come over and say hello?
Yes, I have to have my sip first.
Maria asked me, "Where's my favorite place that I've ever traveled to?" And I said, "I can't tell you that." She said, "Why is it such a secret?" And I said, "It's not a secret. I've been all around the world." I said, "I've been everywhere." And she said, "Where's your favorite?"
Italy.
Italy. Come on in a little bit closer. Let everybody see how beautiful you are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at
this.
that.
I didn't comb my hair yet.
Huh? So what's your story? I mean, where are you from?
Connecticut originally.
You're from Connecticut.
Yeah.
I like Connecticut.
Do you?
Yeah, I've got some followers out there from Connecticut. One of her name is Angela. Give a shout out to Angela.
Whereabouts in Connecticut?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her.
Angela, where do you live in Connecticut?
Well, I don't know if she's watching right
I know.
now. But anyway,
She
so
can
you're
let you know, and then I'll know.
from Connecticut, like Hartford or something like that.
Norwood.
And how'd you end up out here?
I didn't end up out here. I'm still on the road as you are.
Are you traveling?
Spiritually, absolutely.
Spiritually,
I'm never-
absolutely.
I'm never at the end of the road.
You want to go to Australia with me? Come on. We'll go do autumn in New Zealand. You look like a spontaneous kind of woman.
I am, but
She
but I
is.
said I'm going to nail my feet to the floor.
All right, but anyway, so somebody's making a comment here. Let's see, who is it? Hi, from the Philippines. Oh, somebody's giving us a thumbs up from the Philippines. But anyway, no, this is my show, so I just get in front of the computer every day, and I just talk about whatever's on my mind. And you know, I think that psychologically, my therapist tells me that it's really good for me. It's like keeping a diary. It's like keeping a journal. No, I don't have a therapist. Not that there's anything wrong with having a therapist. Okay, I don't have a therapist, so don't start telling everybody else that
You
that.
just told all your people 15,000 people you have.
Oh yeah, I've got 15,000, but only 100 to 200 tune in every day.
Oh,
I am a legend in my own mind. I am. I'm a legend in my own mind. So But are you, so you're from Connecticut and you're just,
No.
you're kind of passing through?
No, I'm not passing through.
No?
I'm here
You're here.
for now.
Okay. You know, Marcia is the host here at Airbnb. And, you know, they say that you only get one chance. What is it? All things are possible to those who believe. Absolutely. Is that a quote from the Bible?
Yep.
From Mark 9:23?
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. Anything the human mind can conceive and believe it can achieve.
That's from the Course of Miracles.
Well, that's from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
But it's also, he took it from the, well, it's scriptural also. I know.
Okay. Anyway, but Marcia is the owner of the home where find myself today, and you know, it's for those of you out there. I've got a little bit of a favor for you to ask of you. I'm headed out I'm out on a one-way trip. Yeah, I bought a one-way ticket to Australia, and I was lying in bed this morning thinking to myself, how many different pillows is my head going to touch on this trip? How many different beds am I going to lay my head in on this trip? And, you know, I'm going to be gone at least 60 to 90 days. And it wouldn't surprise me that over 60 to 90 days, my head doesn't hit the pillow, a different pillow at least 30, 40 times, something like that. And this was the first pillow. But anyway, so I am. What was I going to say? You've been to Italy many times,
Well, 3 times, but for months at a time.
and your favorite is where?
Oh, the southern regions.
The southern region.
Calabria.
Oh, tell me you've been to Capri.
No, I haven't.
You haven't been to Capri?
No, I've been to the mountains and to the.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis used to love Capri.
I've never gone to Capri yet.
Have you thrown a coin into the Trevi Fountain in Rome?
No.
You haven't been to Rome?
Oh yes, I've been.
Did you go to
More.
Did you go to Pisa and try to push the
Yes.
tower back
Yes,
up?
No, I didn't try to do that. But
Did you get a picture of yourself like pushing the tower? You know?
No.
You didn't do that?
No.
Did you go and see Romeo and Juliet's balcony?
No, but I'd love to.
What the hell have you done in Italy? I did a cooking show there with Joan Cusack in
Did you?
Tuscany.
That's. You know that's my field.
I went truffle hunting. How many guys can say that? I went truffle hunting in Tuscany with Joan Cusack. I did.
That's pretty cool.
I did a website for a cooking school there called Tasty Tuscany. And Joan Cusack was having a midlife crisis and wondering what she should do with her life. So she went to the Travel Channel and said, "Hey, I got an idea. Let's travel around Europe and we'll do a show called Local Flavors with Joan Cusack." And they said, "It's a great idea." And she said, "Let's start with Tuscany." So she went on Google and she searched Tuscany Cooking School. And my client's website was number one.
How awesome!
So I was in Budapest at the time, and Paolo, the owner of the cooking school, called me up in Budapest and he says, "Hey, Tomas," he said, "Jonah Cusack wants to do a cooking show. You come on down. You come on down and you be on the cooking show with Jonah Cusack and you go truffle hunting." Absolutely. But anyway, all right. I need to get on with my day. So you reside here.
Yes.
You reside here. You stay here. And I was just saying that
And it's not the end of the road.
It's not the end of the road. No, it doesn't look like the end of the road. The hostess here, her name is Marcia, and they say you only get to make one first impression. She made a very nice first impression on me. She looks like a lovely lady. Looks like a really, really lovely lady. And she has two little ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they ask a lot of questions. That's what she wrote in her Airbnb profile. She has two little ones, and they like to ask a lot of questions.
They're very, extremely talented kids.
They're extremely talented?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, sounds good. Maybe I'll have a chance to meet them. They're not home at the moment. But anyway,
Are you here again tonight?
I'm here for 3 nights
Oh, okay.
and maybe 4 if you behave yourself. Okay. If you behave yourself, maybe I'll stay a 4th night.
Oh my
All
God.
right. You see, I'm full of myself. But anyway, let me show you my room.
All right. Well, I will see you when I see you.
I'll see you this evening then.
I'm gonna go and see. I already needed a second cup of coffee.
What nationality are you? So
Italian and German.
you're Italian and German?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Amalfitano.
How do you say in good morning? Don't tell me. Bueno sera is good evening.
Buongiorno.
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 Buongiorno. Okay. So I say, and then I know how to say this. Ciao.
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 Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Okay. Ciao. Arrivederci. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
See you.
Let me show you my room here. You know this thing here? I was walking through Costco about 2 months ago, and I saw this right here, and I just really liked it. I thought, boy, that's nice. And I'm thinking, where the hell would I even wear this thing in Florida? And I wouldn't. But then when I was packing my bags, I thought, you know what? Autumn in New Zealand. I bet this is going to look nice down in New Zealand. But let me show you if I can do this, let me show you the place. So this is Airbnb, and you come in and for I don't know, I paid I think $35 or $40 a night, and you could go get a hotel room and pay 150 a night or something like that. But why do that? I have my own little workstation. See, I got my own little workstation. There's the globe, and here's my room. You see, more than comfortable. More than comfortable. And up here is a map, and you can see on the wall they have little pins from places. Let's see if there's anybody from Budapest. No, there's not. Well, there's a mark. There looks like there was a thumbtack from Budapest, I think. But these are the places where people have come to visit from around the world. So, Airbnb, there's a lot of people out there who say, gee, I could never stay in Airbnb. I can't go stay in a stranger's house. How am I going to do that? I wouldn't feel comfortable. I just wouldn't feel comfortable going into somebody's house and just staying in a stranger's house. That's just not me. I couldn't do that. I'll pay the 150 a night for a hotel. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll pay the 150 for a hotel. Maybe they'll have cookies in the lobby and a jacuzzi or something like that. But this is rather nice, folks. It is rather nice. And yeah, she's got all the little things here for you. You want to get a buy one get one free at Chick-fil-A or Carl's Jr. She's got her travel magazines. And you know what? I got to tell you, having met her, I think that Marcia is a single mom. I think that renting this room makes a big difference. There's some of the things you can go do. But, renting this room probably makes a big difference in her life as far as, that extra income. So anyway, I need to get on with my day. I need to work. I've got so much work. The one thing, I already had the first little mishap on my trip. I was sitting at my computer on the plane yesterday, and I went and I connected to Wi-Fi, and Microsoft has something called OneDrive, ONEDRIVE, whatever. And at home, I use one computer, and when I travel, I use another. And I've been storing some of my files in my OneDrive folder on my computer at home, thinking that they were being uploaded to the cloud. Well, they weren't being uploaded to the cloud. And now I find myself well, not half the world away yet, but now I find myself in a situation where some of the files that I, really could use and need are sitting on a computer that's turned off, and in a closet back home. So anyway, such is the lesson of life. Lessons of life, I should say. So anyway, everybody out there, have a great day. Okay, take good care. And I'd really be curious to know, for those of you out there following me, this is bed number one. Okay, so I don't ask much of you, but I want you to try to count how many beds I've stayed in on this trip before it's all said and done. Have a nice day.